Sorry about the wind and that. This has just come today. Frontier stove. Bit of a story behind it. I got this from Savvy Surf and I ordered it on Sunday and it came this morning, Tuesday, first thing in the morning by courier, which is great because I actually ordered one from another source a couple of weeks ago, and when it arrived it only had 2 sections of flue pipe in it. So I contacted the vendor and they said, no, we put 5 in, and I was like, no you didn't. And it went on like that for a bit, back and forth, emails and phone calls. Eventually I sent it back to them and it took them like 2.5 weeks to refund me money. So I got my money back on Saturday. Ordered this off Savvy Surf on a Sunday afternoon, and it arrived Tuesday morning, first thing. So I'm going to test it now. The first section that goes in with the flue damper. This here is like a little ember catcher, I believe. It fits into the stove here. And that's it assembled. Took less than a couple of minutes. The first time I'd assembled it. So you see the flue. You can get extra flue sections for it as well, I believe. And they're not expensive. I think they're about a tenner each, I think. If I'm going to use it in the shed or in the garage, I'm going to have to do that and get a 10 flashing. a roof flashing, but easy to assemble. Nice little thing. Have a look at it now. See, it's got like a hot plate affair. The fire runs the full length of the chamber inside, so it looks like it'll hold a decent amount of wood. It's not a toy, you know. Some of them are. I had a Norwegian one which, no matter how much wood you loaded it up inside, you couldn't get it hot enough on the top to actually get the kettle to a rolling boil in any sort of weather. So you could boil a kettle on here. You can get a water boiler that goes around this section here that holds 3 litres of water with a tap on it, so it wraps around it and you can swivel it round to the back, so you've got a constant supply of hot water. But for the time being, until I get some more money, I've got a big 3 litre kettle which will just sit on the back here, which will give me a source of constant hot water in the same amount. You can use this to like fast boil something or get your embers down and cook on it once you get the fire as you want it. So we'll do that now. I've got like a pan there with 3 litres of water in it, and I've got a kettle with just over 2.2 litres of water in it. I'm going to light the stove now. I'm going to have the pan on the rear of the plate here, just sitting. I'm not trying to achieve a rolling boil with that. I'm going to try and achieve a rolling boil on this here after I remove that plate. Some boxwood for kindling. A little bit of smoke to begin with, but I expected that really. I'll actually put the plate back on until the fire is going a bit. You can see there it's starting to take inside. It's still quite smoky. It's very windy here today, but I've used a bit of cardboard and the firelight to get it going, so a lot of the smoke's coming from that. We'll see how clean it burns once it starts burning properly. As you can see, there's smoke exiting through the top of the flue, which is great. take it hold now. Less smoke. There's less smoke coming out the flue, and there's less smoke inside the fire chamber. So I'll add some proper wood now. Put the vessels on. And 5 minutes in, put a couple of more logs on now. They're a bit damp, close to be honest, but they are burning well. I've got the sounds of heating water coming from the kettle. A good swirl going on there. This water in the pan here is starting to get hot already, just sitting on that plate there. There's very little smoke coming out the flue, you can see heat shimmer. Good look. You'll see some heat shimmer, but there's very little smoke coming from it, very little. And the burn inside is quite clean, there's a lot of wood gasification going on in there, burning the smoke off. So it's about 6 minutes now. You hear the sound of the kettle now, starting to boil. This water has just been standing at the back of the plate. Whether you can hear that or not. It's about 15 minutes into the fire now. So we've got a pot of hot water, and we've got a kettle at a rolling boil. As you can see, I think. Zoom it in. Rolling boil in there, which is what you need if you're using wild water. Got hot water there for washing dishes and stuff. That's just cooked on a flat plate, if you recall. Put some more wood in there. It's just on the plate. I've got like a tall stainless steel cylinder with a handle that holds about 4 litres. I might try that on there. I'd tie with a wire to the stack. I've never found a use for it before, but that might be it. But this is I think once I get the hang of using it, it's going to be a valuable little tool. Like when the lights go out next year after, when we start getting the power cuts. Yeah, with a little bit of jiggering, a little bit of handyman stuff, you could use this inside the building. I'm very, very pleased with that. So, thanks to Savvy Surf for making me day. The Frontier stove. Get one. Cheers. Oh, Urban Paladin. Dave. Get one before you get married, son. Uncle Baz has spoken.